We're here at Paulina Lake, Newberry Volcanic National Monument. Look at that, beautiful. Here in a scenic overlook area. And if I continue to walk this way, we'll show you to our left. We also have beautiful views of Paulina Peak. I can tell you from personal experience, if you come here in May or June, that will be white with snow. We are admiring absolutely panoramic views of the forest basin around us and East Lake straight ahead. That is Paulina Lake and Paulina Peak. And let's take a look at the area. We're doing a 7.5 mile Lakeshore Loop, part of a grand 12-mile loop we're doing to capture the best sights, highlights of Paulina Lake and Newberry National Monument. Enjoying this alpine jewel of a lake surrounded by forest. This is actually a pretty decent elevation. This is definitely my favorite lakeshore loop in Central Oregon because it goes all the way around the lake. And some sections are right on the water like this. Every once in a while it'll go into the forest for a few minutes and come back, but you really get panoramic views at dozens of points along this lake. Straight ahead, that is Paulina Peak. And we're stopping to take a look at this beautiful alpine lake, this alpine jewel. We continue to hike along this 7.5 mile Lakeshore Loop. Looking back at the beautiful Paulina Lake, panoramic views. And let's take a look up here. Look at that. That is incredible. Oh my gosh. It's peaceful, the waves gently crashing against the shoreline. You've got an interesting prism of bluish and greenish and even a little bit of amber. Oh, that is a beautiful lake. And we are enjoying what could almost be considered a alpine tropical lake in the middle of forested Oregon. Look at that, that is so beautiful. Getting some nice wave action. Sun just starting to come out. It's about 10 in the morning. Getting a little bit of that glisten on the shoreline there. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. That is beautiful. Looking down on Paulina Lake here in Newberry Volcanic National Monument. And we are walking along the Lakeshore Loop, 7.5 mile loop. Mostly stays right on the lakeshore or in the forest right by, but this is the one magical section where you start to go above the lake and you get some pretty epic panoramic views. Very cool. We are actually right at the top of Paulina Falls. On the other side of those big rocks, I wanted to show you these two absolutely spectacular waterfalls. This is Paulina Falls. This beautiful area, it's called Big Obsidian Flow. A lot of obsidian rock created by a metamorphic process. Basically it creates black glass. Very sharp, I wouldn't touch it. This area's claim to fame is the site of a past volcanic eruption. Hence all of the obsidian flow and the name Big Obsidian Flow. Gigantic eruption that, from my understanding, went as far as Bend and then Redmond. Very incredible. The lone pine tree and a beautiful sitting area. You got lakes in one direction. And you've got Paulina Peak in another. We're looking at Paulina Lake between two huge mounds of obsidian glass in this volcanic, metamorphic, magical area at the very top of what was once a massive volcanic eruption. This is the top of the Big Obsidian Flow area. You can see beautiful Paulina Lake on the far side. And this is the very top of the 1.2 mile section